Listen carefully, my people, because sometimes in life, it's not the loud noise that changes you. It's that one quiet statement that enters your mind, sits down, and refuses to leave. And today, that statement came from none other than Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche, appreciating the wisdom of our Nollywood legend, the one and only Kanayo O Kanayo. Now I need you to ask yourself something before we even go deep. When last did you hear something that truly made you stop and rethink your entire life? Because what happened in this moment, it wasn't just talk. It was a reset button. Let's watch the video, guys, and
start by saying there's no self-development without a sacrifice. And that's why every moment of my life is about sacrifice. Because if you're not adding value to your life, you're not needed. Self-development is a product of sacrifice. You need to deny yourself of things. There are 3 C's you must embrace: choices, chances, consequences. God created us and gave us chances. Out of every chance, you make your choice. Don't forget, for every choice you make, it has consequences. What have you chosen?
Now, before you scroll past this, let me tell you something. When Kanayo opened his mouth to speak, the whole room went silent. I am not talking about that kind of silence where people are bored or checking their phones. No. This was that heavy silence, the kind where everybody freezes because they know they're about to hear something that will shake their entire existence. Even Maurice Sam himself said that the way Kanayo started the conversation made everyone pause, not because he was shouting or trying to show off or doing any kind of dramatic performance. It was simply because what the man said carried weight. Pure, undiluted weight. So what did Kanayo say that had everybody holding their breath like they forgot how to exhale? He simply said that there is no self-development without sacrifice. Just that one line. But my friend, let me tell you, that one line hits different. It was like somebody took cold water and poured it on your head early in the morning when you were still enjoying sleep. In this generation where everybody wants quick money, soft life, and results without any real effort, here was Kanayo reminding all of us that growth does not come with a discount coupon. You cannot walk into the store of success and say you want to pay half price. It does not work like that. Growth demands something from you. It will take your discipline. It will take your comfort. Sometimes it will even take your social life and leave you feeling alone while everybody else is outside having fun. Now, Kanayo did not just drop that bomb and walk away. No, he went deeper into the matter and started explaining how his entire life has been built on sacrifice. And this is not the kind of sacrifice people post on Instagram with motivational quotes and aesthetic pictures. This is real, everyday sacrifice. The kind where you have to make small decisions that nobody sees or celebrates. Imagine choosing to work when everybody around you is resting and watching movies. Imagine choosing to learn something new when your friends are scrolling through social media for hours. Imagine staying focused on your goals when distractions are literally everywhere, trying to pull your attention in 1,000 different directions. That is the kind of sacrifice Kanayo was talking about. And honestly, it is the kind most people are not ready to make because it is not glamorous or exciting. Then came the parts that hit like a truck driving at full speed with no brakes. Kanayo said that if you're not adding value to your life, then you are slowly making yourself irrelevant. Let that sink in for a moment. You could be busy every single day, from morning till night, running around, attending events, posting online, doing this and that. But if none of those activities are actually adding value to who you are and who you are becoming, then you are basically moving in circles. You are like someone running on a treadmill, sweating and breathing hard. But when you look around, you have not moved from the same spot. That is a scary reality that many people do not want to face because it forces you to question everything you have been doing with your time. As Kanayo continued speaking, it became crystal clear that self-development is not something you just stumble into by accident. You do not wake up one morning and suddenly find yourself successful and accomplished without putting in any work. No, it is something you deliberately build brick by brick, decision by decision, day by day. And here is the part that makes people uncomfortable. The building process requires you to deny yourself certain pleasures. Maybe it means less sleep because you are working on your dreams while others are dreaming in their sleep. Maybe it means less partying and fewer nights out with friends because you have something important you are trying to achieve. Maybe it means cutting off time-wasting activities that feel good in the moment but contribute nothing to your future. You see, growth is uncomfortable by nature. Nobody wants to hear this, but it is the absolute truth. The process of becoming better than you were yesterday involves doing things that your body and mind will resist. It is saying no to things that feel good right now, but will hurt your future later. Think about it like that extra hour of sleep feels amazing, but what if that same hour could have been used to develop a skill that changes your life? That night out with friends feels like fun, but what if that same time could have been invested in building something that brings you long-term fulfillment? Sacrifice is simply the price you pay for transformation, and there is no way around it, no matter how many shortcuts people try to sell you. Now here is where things got even more interesting because Kanayo introduced something he called the 3 C's: choosing, chances, and consequences. These are 3 simple words that you have probably heard before, but the way Kanayo explained them gave them a whole new meaning. He said that life is constantly full of chances. Every single day, opportunities are being placed in front of you by God Himself. Doors are opening, paths are appearing, and possibilities are presenting themselves whether you recognize them or not. But here is the thing that many people miss. Those chances do not automatically change anything about your situation. You could have the greatest opportunity standing right in front of your face, but if you do not recognize it or act on it, nothing happens. The chance just passes you by and moves on to someone else who was ready. What really matters, according to Kanayo, is the choice you make when those chances come your way. And this is exactly where many people get it completely wrong. Some people hesitate when opportunity knocks. They spend so much time thinking, analyzing, doubting, and waiting for the perfect moment that by the time they decide to act, the moment has already gone. Other people make the wrong decisions entirely because they are not prepared or because they let fear and comfort dictate their actions. The chance was there, clear as day, but the choice they made did not match the opportunity that was given to them. And just like that, another potential breakthrough slips through their fingers. Kanayo did not sugarcoat the next part at all. He looked at everyone and explained that every single choice you make comes with consequences, whether those consequences are good or bad. There is absolutely no neutral ground in this matter. When you choose discipline, the consequence might be success, growth, and a future you can be proud of. When you choose comfort and laziness, the consequence might be stagnation, missed opportunities, and regret that follows you for years. This is not meant to scare you, but it is meant to wake you up to the reality of how life actually works. Every decision, no matter how small it seems, is pushing you toward a particular outcome. You are either building something or destroying something with every choice you make. The scary part that Kanayo mentioned is that consequences do not always show up immediately. This is what tricks many people into thinking their poor choices do not matter. You can make a bad decision today and feel absolutely fine tomorrow. You can choose laziness this week and still be okay next month. But consequences are patient. They take their time. They accumulate silently in the background while you are busy living your life unaware. And then one day, when you least expect it, all those consequences arrive at your doorstep at once. By that time, it is already too late to go back and change the decisions that brought them. The damage has been done, and you are left wondering where things went wrong, when the truth is that things started going wrong long before you noticed. Kanayo ended his advice with a simple but incredibly powerful question. He asked everyone listening, including you and me, what have you chosen? Just pause for a second and think about that question. What have you chosen? Because at the end of the day, nobody else is responsible for your growth or your downfall. You cannot blame your parents forever. You cannot blame your environment forever. You cannot blame the government or the economy or bad luck forever. The chances are there. Life keeps presenting them to you every single day in different forms. But your choices, that is entirely on you. Whatever your life becomes tomorrow, next year, or 10 years from now will be the direct result of the choices you are making right now, in this very moment. Maurice Sam also came forward to share his own advice, especially for the young people, but also for those who have been around longer. He explained that good advice helps you make better decisions because it gives you different perspectives beyond just your own limited thinking. It saves you time and effort because instead of figuring everything out from scratch through painful trial and error, you can learn from other people's experiences. Good advice reduces mistakes, builds your confidence, provides new ideas and insights you never considered, helps you solve problems when you are stuck, encourages personal growth over time, and strengthens relationships through trust and communication. So my people, now that you have heard all of this wisdom from Kanayo O Kanayo himself, the question remains the same. What are you going to choose going forward? Drop a comment below and tell me what part of this video hit you the hardest. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today. And I will see you in the next one.